Hello everyone, welcome to another video. I'm Randy, and this is a video I've been meaning to make, but just haven't got around to it. I went to the big MGK Boston / Buffalo VC Extravaganza, the second annual. First time was in Boston, now it's in Buffalo. But I was going to make a road trip of it, and I drove out there, and then I had to hurry back because my dad went into the hospital. Luckily now he's in rehab and doing better. But anyway, so I've been late making this video. There's some other videos that are really good at chronicling all the events that happened. You got David Atkinson, Music and More from the UK, Trevor, Flat Round and Spun, Brian, the Embryonic Robot, Gary at Physical Format Rock and Roll and Jazz, I guess, and Mike, MGK Boston / Buffalo. They all had great videos of the events that took place. And then all the other people that I met there, I'm going to steal from M8 Vinyl Low and copy her list of all the people that were there and their channels. But it was just a wonderful event. You couldn't ask for better hosts, and Patty and Mike and Caroline, their daughter, and Colton, the most famous cat in the VC. They were just so generous, generosity overboard. In fact, Patty had told me that there weren't any Chiefs hats in Buffalo. And lo and behold, what did she do? She got me a Chiefs hat. So thank you, Patty. Also, her cheesecake is just amazing. That's all I can say about it. They were just terrific. I can't have enough superlatives about how well we were treated there. And I loved talking with everyone. That's why I guess I wasn't very good at chronicling what happened at the events. I got so interested in talking to everyone that I didn't really take much video of the things that were going on. But anyway, it was just a fantastic event. I also want to point out the lovely wives that were there. Tasha from The Embarrassment of Riches, Rich's wife. Amy, Physical Format Rock and Roll, his wife. And Trevor brought his daughter Grace, just amazing women, and of course Patty, and everything just went spectacularly. So anyway, and so what I'm going to show you, also I want to say that, we went to Niagara Falls, we went to different restaurants, of course we went record shopping, and just a great event all around. So I was going to show you what I picked up at the first record store. The first record store we went to was Revolver Records, and this is what I got. And of course, Mike negotiated a good discount for us, but I thought they had excellent prices, at least when I compare it to Kansas City prices anyway. And since I drove, it didn't stop me from buying a lot, and so that's why I'm just going to show you what I got real quickly, and then I got the second record store as well. But anyway, so let's just go through this quickly. Got this Bruce Cockburn record that I didn't have, World of Wonders. So I'm trying to complete my collection for Bruce Cockburn. And then I've been seeing a lot of people show Simple Minds on the VC. Actually, I think I only know the song Don't You Forget About Me, but I do like the song. So I picked up a couple of their albums, New Gold Dream, as well as Sparkle in the Rain. I guess I will show, I'm not going to show all the records, but this one does have a nice color variant. Kind of gold with purple swirl. Then I've got the second Big Star album, Radio City. This is a craft recording. I did not have their second record in any form, so this was great to pick up. And then Sutherland Brothers and Quiver. I have two of their albums. Just nice pop with these great harmonies. But yeah, I have two of their records and they just sound amazing. So I'm looking forward to that one. This one is called Lifeboat. Then I have Golden Earring. This one I didn't have. Grab It for a Second is the name of the album. Of course, we just recently lost the founding guitarist, George Koyman. So, and then since we have the Colton Award winner for the best Cheap Trick fan in attendance, I figured I had to get a Cheap Trick album that I didn't have, and that's Dream Police. Believe it or not, I do not have this one. So Emma, I do have the Dream Police album now. Also, I wanted to mention that, because I did say that Emma had won a Colton Award. The Colton Award is a prestigious honor in the vinyl community, named after the most famous cat in the VC, Colton. And, you know, it's an honor just to get nominated for those awards, although I wasn't nominated either. So I am allergic to cats. I don't know if Colton was holding that against me, but maybe next year I can, smooth things out and, say that I love cats more than dogs. I don't know if that helps or not, but anyway. And let's get on with it. And I got Lover's Island by the Blue Jays. That's their biggest hit, Lover's Island, but I love my doo-wop. I think this group was only around for like a year or two. But yeah, wonderful doo-wop. But like I said, I do know the title track, and I think that's their only hit. Then I also got this Joan Armatrading album, Secret Secrets. I think if you like Fast Car, Tracy Chapman, I think you would probably like Joan Armatrading as well. And this album actually came with a signed card from Joan and 2 signed flyers from Joan Armatrading. I guess they're authentic, but who knows? I got this album by Clive Gregson and Christine Collister called Home and Away. This is the second album I have by them. Clive Gregson was in a group called Any Trouble, which was great power pop / new wave. Especially their debut is just fantastic. But this is more of a folky album. And then the last one from this record store is Arthur Connolly, Sweet Soul Music. Of course, I know the big hit written by he and Otis Redding. In fact, Otis Redding writes the blurb on the back. But yeah, Arthur Connolly, Sweet Soul Music. I do love my R&B. And that's what I got at Revolver Records. And I also wanted to show, since I forgot earlier, that Steve from A is for Alice, B is for Bob, C is for Colton, trying to put in a good word, Colton, made our shirts, Shuffle Off to Buffalo, for the big event. And the second record store we made it to was Black Dots. Yeah, pretty great prices there as well, and Mike negotiated us a discount. And I'll just show you what I got there very quickly. Bonnie Raitt album, of course, great slide guitarist. Taking My Time. There's Bonnie. Willie Niles' debut. Small Faces, Ogden's Nut Gone Flake, which is one I didn't have. Cover doesn't look in the greatest of shape, but the record does. Tony OK, America. I think that Steve at A is for Alice, B is for Bob, and I are the only ones that know Tony OK. But yeah, great kind of alternative rock, I guess, or I don't know what you call it, because it's really this is 1980 record. I got an early Bee Gees album, Trafalgar. I just love the early Bee Gees work. This says How Can You Mend a Broken Heart? Their big hit off here. Then, I know embryonic robot Brian may be jealous, but I got some classic country and Carl Smith. And then also Webb Pierce. Of course, Webb Pierce's most famous song is Here Stands the Glass. But yeah, just classic country artists. Then I did get a Head East album. This is US 1, but apparently this is after the lead singer John Schlitt was fired for drug use. I guess he later cleaned himself up and was lead singer in a Christian rock group, but yeah. So this will be interesting. Jimmy Somerville, the guitarist, is also not on here, so it'll be interesting to see what they sound like with the new singer. And a few more. I got the Sinceros, The Sound of Sunbathing. From what I gather, they are power pop. Couldn't find out much information about them, but looks like I think they got 4 stars in All Music or something like that, but sounds like an interesting album, and I love power pop, so we'll see. And of course, Dave Edmunds, I don't know if you consider him power pop or not. This is Riff Raff. Of course, also he was in Rockpile, does a lot of stuff with Nick Lowe. Yeah, just a great artist. And then this is one, Emma, 8 Violin Low. I saw her show on her channel, The Kings. Supposed to be great power pop. Great Kings Are Here. It does have The Beat Goes On, switching to Glide, which is, I did know that one. But yeah, let's see about that. Then this said New Wave, Jack Green. I think I've heard a couple of Jack Green songs. I don't know if I kind of thought he was alternative, but I guess we'll see. This came out in 1980. And this was not an album I got there, but Mike was giving out some records, and I kind of got this on a trade, where I think Ed on my turntable wanted to, it was given to him, and he wanted to trade it in for another record, so I said, I'll take that. So Cold Chisel, I've been looking for this Australian group for a while, because I really like the lead singer's voice, and I wish I could remember what his name is. I thought maybe I could find it on here. Jim Barnes, yeah. Cold Chisel, just great rock voice. Kind of has that Rod Stewart kind of voice, but Artful Dodger, that kind of raspy voice that I really like. So anyway, that's what I got. Hope everyone's doing well. It's a great event. I'm sure it's going to be even more popular next year. And everyone, take care.